It's everywhere. You just don't see it. Let me go back and play the bald communist I've been playing this week from the Brecht Forum. Listen to what he says carefully.
When we say, what is your politics? I am a socialist. I demand that we have health care for people, and it's not a demand that's negotiable with insurance companies. We will take your insurance companies. We will take the farms in this country. We will shut down the military apparatus of this country, and I'm tired of being told to stuff my anger back in my pants.
I don't want to hear about his pants anymore. In this, we've played it this week, he talks about it's all going to fall apart, and they have to affect disenfranchisement. Effect disenfranchisement.
We, the youth of the United States,
believe our birthright has been betrayed.
Our inheritance
has been squandered.
We will not accept a cruel and unfair future
of incomprehensible debt,
punitive taxation,
economic disparity,
military conflict,
chronic disease,
and environmental disaster.
I don't even know where to begin on that. I'm glad that they're going to be able to solve all of those things. We've only been trying for millions of years here on the planet. The birthright has been betrayed. Their inheritance has been squandered. Important. Remember, everybody gets a trophy now. You deserve it. You have it coming, not my child. Their inheritance has been squandered. Wow, I'd be hacked off as well. I mean, I tell my kids, if I make money and I have it, I'm spending it all or I'm giving it all to charity. You ain't getting anything, kids. Nothing. Go out and earn it. Earn it. If I had all of those things coming to me automatically and somebody betrayed me and squandered it, wow, I'd be a little, I'd be pissed. But having been born in another generation, and I know I'm an old man now, but in my generation, we were taught that you had to earn things. And eventually, maybe you'd obtain them. We have been part of the problem. We need to sit our kids down if they're old enough and tell them, guys, the world's changing. And we made mistakes. I mean, it's the progressives who taught us this. They taught us to tell our kids, oh, no, everybody gets a trophy. We all knew not everybody gets a trophy. Not everybody gets a corner office. We knew it, but we wanted to believe it because it made our life easier. I did it too. Sit your wife or husband down. Have the talk. Have the talk with your kids. Our kids are being brainwashed with the concept of, I showed it to you before, earth worship. Earth worship. I pledge allegiance to the earth. Social justice. What is social justice? God is being eliminated from the equation entirely. But let me give you the words of George Washington. It is impossible to rightly govern a nation without God and the Bible. You know what? There was one thing the kids in this video had right. Our educational system is failing them. And if you as a parent do not fill that void with knowledge and information, nature abhors a vacuum. Barack Obama, his progressive propagandist friends, they will fill it. They will fill it. Grab your children. Fill it with the right principles and let them rule themselves when they come of age. You've seen how our kids are being indoctrinated from the outside, but it's also now happening from the inside, moving outward. President Obama now wants to eliminate the $55 billion private student loan industry, making the government now solely responsible for the delivery of all student loans. Gosh, in an economic crisis, why would you do that? Critics are concerned now about the consequences, like these. Pressure that small community colleges will have to grant course credit to students who would or should not otherwise get it. How about pressure on colleges to offer classes that they don't usually offer? The Intercollegiate Studies Institute tells us that college graduates are less likely to believe anyone can succeed in America with hard work and just perseverance. Really? America has always been a place where we can teach correct principles and let individuals govern themselves. but not if they've been indoctrinated first. Welcome back to a one-hour special on the indoctrination of our children in America. This is one of those shows that I ask you to share with a friend, please. DVR it, share it with a friend. Call them now if you have to. It'll repeat soon, I'm sure. It's important for people to see, and this next little package here should explain why.
It's the fourth principle of the 9/12 movement. The family is sacred. My spouse and I have the ultimate authority, not the government. But the government and its progressive allies read that principle in reverse. Our children are being indoctrinated, and it must be exposed. It must end because history has shown us where it can lead. Kids in elementary schools are being taught about cross-dressing, that they shouldn't listen to their parents all the time because their parents don't always know what's best. They're being taught capitalism is evil. Videos like this one are being played in classrooms, cross-country, made by the George Soros-funded Tides Foundation.
It's the government's job to watch out for us, to take care of us. That's their job.
California's Secretary of State has a website that provides lesson plans for students that teach them about how good the progressivism movement has been for California. May I ask, if it's worked so well, why is California now broke? Even more unbelievable is that lawmakers there voted in 2008 for children to be taught by communists. The indoctrination of children is way out in the open in countries like Venezuela. Socialist-in-chief Hugo Chavez admits the minds of children there are taken over at a very young age.
Yes, we are indoctrinating children from the first grade through college, every grade, private schools, the ideology of the revolution, the ideology of socialism.
This past September, before world leaders at the United Nations, Chavez made an open call to President Obama to come join his socialist revolution.
Obama, come over to the socialist side. Come join the axis of evil here, and we'll build a real economy at the service of the individual. You can't do this with capitalism.
But for some reason, Americans are beginning to believe the president may not need too much egging on to become a socialist.
So all the young people who are here, I want you to know what I'm going to be asking for. I'm going to be asking for all of you to serve this country. Serve in the military, serve in the Peace Corps, serve in the homeless shelter, serve in some capacity for your community.
America, we must first educate ourselves about what's going on and the true history of our nation. We not only owe it to our children, but our children's future depends on it.
And so the conversation continues. Thanks for watching. From New York, good night, America.